So guys, it's getting tense and tense every day in the courts. As Nnamdi Kanu returns heavy in the courts, Slàms and Bàcklash Omotosho. Because every time in the court, they keep frustrating Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu, as we all know, recently sacked all his lawyers. But Omotosho keep insisting and suggesting for Nnamdi Kanu to get him another lawyer. Meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu keeps declining and telling him, no, I don't need another lawyer. Look, I am ready. I am ready to face these people in court. I'm a man of boldness and confidence. I am full of confidence. There's nothing I cannot speak to them. I want to prove to them that I am innocent. I hate all these terrorism-related charges they keep bringing against me. Filing fake reports on my head up and down. Things I don't know about. So I'm ready to face these people. I'm ready to face them and tell them what exactly they need to know. I keep telling you guys all the time, Nnamdi Kanu is a man of innocence and truth. And he will keep proving us. He will keep proving that to us. It's high time we realize that Nnamdi Kanu is not a troublesome man. He's just a man that loves his people so much. But people keep taking Nnamdi Kanu for granted, feeling that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. Well, anything they feel Nnamdi Kanu is, that is to themselves. But to me and to all of us here, we have all agreed and we all know that Nnamdi Kanu is a peaceful man that keeps speaking the truth all the time. Anywhere Nnamdi Kanu goes, he seems to speak the truth. This is why Tinubu and his government are angry with Nnamdi Kanu, and that's why they don't want to release him. They keep leaving him in detention, so that once he comes out, he will be old and he will go and buy somewhere. He will not be strong enough to say things and make actions that will make Tinubu and his government be shocked and surprised. This is the reason they keep detaining Nnamdi Kanu. But it's fine. There's a video I want you guys to watch. I will not want you guys to miss this particular video. And when we are back, we will definitely continue. So sit tight and watch this video that will be playing on your screen.
The perception that some people believe that because Kanu has committed some crimes, why should anybody fight for him? I'm going to answer it this way. You know Nelson Mandela?
Yes, sir.
He was regarded as a terrorist because he was fighting for the liberation of blacks in South Africa. In fact, Nelson Mandela's name was not removed as a terrorist until he became president of South Africa. That was when the US lifted the terrorism tag, granted him a visa, and he traveled across the world. And one of the things he said when he was visiting the US, same question was asked of him. Why is it that as a person who's freedom loving, you are supporting Cuba? Which the person said, that's a human rights violating regime, referring to Fidel Castro. He said to them, sometimes the problem with you people is that you want to choose our friends for us and you want to choose your enemies for us. That is basically what's happening in your MBA group. Some people are trying to choose your enemies for you. But the question you should ask yourself is, what is Nnamdi Kanu fighting for? Self-determination. It came out several years ago that the Igbos are tired of being treated like slaves in the country. And he wants the former Biafran region to break away as a nation state. The constitution is very clear. You can agitate for self-determination. But we don't have the position of referendum in our constitution. He started peacefully. He was going from village to village. In fact, he didn't go from village to village. He was on a radio. His only weapon was a microphone. Guess what? When he was arrested the first time, what they found on him was a microphone, not a gun. They found with Mandela a pistol. Well, with Nnamdi Kanu, they found a microphone. In fact, when they were asked to present evidence, even in the ongoing case, the evidence presented is that microphone, his underwear, top and bottom, and some of his writings. No element of terrorism was established in court. Nobody has testified that they saw him buying guns or ordering guns or ordering. They brought to court different kinds of audio messages, which was his response to when police was killing his people. When I was at Sahara Reporters, I had in my possession a video which I published at that time. I don't know if Facebook has taken. As the Nigerian army went to where IPOB people were peacefully gathering and shot them dead live. 2014, I think. They killed them right there. This was captured on tape. Was provided by Amnesty International to me. So who committed the crimes? Is it the person who started peacefully, or the government who said so? But like I started this with, this was the goal, you know. But the simplest question a lawyer asks when you go to court is evidence, right?
Welcome back once again, guys. So if you just finished watching the video that was played to you on your screen, you can see and hear exactly what Omoyele Sowore is trying to say in that video. Omoyele Sowore is saying nothing but the truth. There is truth in each thing that Omoyele Sowore is saying there. This is what I keep trying all the time. But to be looking as if I just want to say something. Well, I pray we realize the truth one day about what I keep saying about Nnamdi Kanu. Without wasting much of your time, let's get into full details so that we'll know what exactly happened today in court. Now, let's read. Nnamdi Kanu's legal consultant, Njoku, Slàms Supreme Court over IPOB leaders case, calls December 2023 remittal, constitutional heresy. Now, let's read in full details. Barrister Njoku Jude Njoku, a legal consultant to the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has slammed the Supreme Court's decision of December 15, 2023, describing it as an unlawful and constitutionally void remittal of Kanu's case. In a document titled A Devastating Critique, the Nigerian Supreme Court's unlawful remittal of Nnamdi Kanu's case, the inviolability of Section 36, bracket 9, immunity, and the universal doctrine of finality of appellate discharge. Njoku, consultant to the Nnamdi Kanu Global Defense Consortium, accused the Apex Court of committing a blatant constitutional perversity that undermines the rule of law and the supremacy of the Nigerian Constitution. The lawyer said the Supreme Court's decision to remit a charge already extinguished by the Court of Appeals October 13, 2022 judgment, which discharged Kanu of all counts, was jurisdictionally impossible and a global jurisprudential heresy. While it is accepted that the law is what the Supreme Court says it is in the interpretive hierarchy, this maxim yields inexorably to the supremacy of the Constitution under Section 1 and 1:3. The Constitution is the supreme law, not the Supreme Court, is stated. Citing Section 36 of 9 of the 1999 Constitution, Njoku argued that once the Court of Appeal discharged Kanu, the defendant became constitutionally untouchable for the same offences. He stressed that the provision guarantees non-derogable immunity from further prosecution after a valid discharge by a competent court. The non-derogable immunity conferred by Section 36:9 is self-executing, absolute, and beyond the reach of any judicial organ, including the Apex Court. Once the Court of Appeal pronounced discharge, jurisdiction to try him was permanently lost, Njoku noted. The lawyer further argued that the Supreme Court, by remitting the case without reversing the finding of illegal rendition or establishing new evidence, violated the universal doctrine of finality of appellate discharge. He referenced comparative common law precedents from England, Canada, and Australia to illustrate that once an appellate discharge is entered, the case terminates with absolute finality. Njoku also cited Nigerian cases such as FRN v. Ifegu 2003, Abacha v. Fawehemi 2000, and Dokubo Asari v. FRN 2007 to buttress his point that appellate discharge ends the matter finally and irrevocably, describing the court's action as judicial overreach masquerading as appellate review. He contended that the decision effectively placed the Supreme Court above the Constitution and eroded the doctrine of separation of powers. To hold otherwise is to elevate the Supreme Court above the Constitution it swore up to uphold and render Section 36, bracket 9 a mere suggestion and Section 1:3 a dead letter. He warned. Njoku further accused the 5-member panel that delivered the December 15, 2023 judgment of committing a second constitutional abomination by overturning established African Charter jurisprudence that had been decided by a larger 7-member constitutional bench. This jurisdictional insubordination to binding precedents undermines international coherence and collapses the hierarchical integrity of the court itself, he said. He added that no smaller bench could lawfully overrule or modify a decision of a larger constitutional panel. Njoku declared that the remittal judgment was void ab initio for want of jurisdiction and amounted to judicial insurrection against both the Nigerian Constitution and the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, which he noted forms part of Nigeria's supreme law. It is therefore beyond question that the December 15, 2023 remedial judgment is not only void for want of jurisdiction, but also void for judicial insurrection against the Constitution and the African Charter jurisprudence, he said. Well, we can now see that all what Nnamdi Kanu's legal consultant, Njoku, is saying is definitely speaking the truth. He's not far from the truth. He comes out here to slam Supreme Court over Nnamdi Kanu's case and calling that December 2023 remitter as a constitutional heresy. You can now say there are a lot of people backing Nnamdi Kanu in this. Nnamdi Kanu, I keep telling you guys all the time, Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. We should leave all these terrorism-related charges they keep rendering on Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. Well, I won't talk much. Get to the comment section. I would love to have your take on this. Like and share this video. Always leave a free Nnamdi Kanu in the comment section. And most importantly, hit the subscribe button and turn on this channel notification bell so that we won't be missing any training update about Nnamdi Kanu.